Foxy. Hello guys, it's Foxy. Before I start the video, please subscribe and like. And if you want, please comment. Now, first off, I'm really sorry that I have not been posting. Usually. I'm really sorry about that, so I'm going to try to do, I'm going to, okay. All I'm trying to do is apologize for the long wait. And I think that's all I'm going to say right now. Well, let's get on with the video. Naruto's POV. The man was Zabuza Momochi, one of the 7 deadly swordsmen. I growl. Then I hear Kakashi say, So you are Zabuza Momochi. And I'm going to pause right here, guys, and say this. Everything in canon happened up till Zabuza, the war clone one, stomps on Sasuke's stomach. Shoot, I'm stuttering. Stomach, and that entire scene right there. So right up to that point when Naruto, saw that. Okay, you guys remember, a few episodes back I said Naruto feels this connection to Kakashi and Sasuke. Yes. So when Naruto saw Zabuza, the war clone, hurt Sasuke, Naruto, he didn't lose it, but he attacked the war clone. So, back to the video. When I saw the water clone pummel Sasuke to the ground, I don't know what happened. I just felt this overwhelming anger. It wasn't from trauma, and I don't know. I don't know what this feeling is. But I couldn't control myself. I transformed into my lion form. I spread my wings. No, I sprinted towards the war clone and bit down. Bit down so hard. No, I did, but no. I slashed the clone. It turned back into water. And I glared. I glanced. No, I looked towards where the real Zabuza was. I growl. And I charge. Full force. I ran on the water. I kept running and running. He was right in front of me, holding a sword. I dove into the water. I swam under him and bit on his leg and dragged him into the water. I swam deeper and deeper into the water until I felt a kick to my throat. I couldn't help but gag. Water filled my mouth and lungs. I spread my wings in the water, which helped me get up out of the water. Finally, I finally reached shore, but I known that I let go of Zabuza. I threw up the water and my last meal. Ugh. I shakily got up from the ground. I sniffed the air to find that intoxicating scent of death and blood. I found it right away. He was on the right side of me, charging towards me. I looked where... No, never mind. I ran towards him. I ran towards him. My tails clacked together every time Every step I took, clack, 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 clack. I bared my teeth, and my claws popped out. I lowered to the ground while I ran, my strong legs pushing me off the ground. Finally, I made a sharp left, and then circled him from behind and bit down on his waist. I bit so hard I heard a crack and a snap, and the blood curdling scream from Zabuza. I felt the blood rush into my mouth. It was so bitter. It was awful. He lifted him up and shook him back and forth, ripping and tearing at his skin. He screamed more. At this point, he let go of his sword and started hitting my nose. I wanted to let go, but I couldn't. I just bit harder and harder until I felt the snap in my nose. And I threw him into the forest. I'm pretty sure it was 75 miles away, but the crack in my nose, it hurt. It really, really hurt. I felt the blood pour from my nose. I whimpered, my ears folded to the back of my head, my tails lowered to the ground. I lifted my left paw. There was indeed blood on my paw. That Zabuza broke my nose. Ugh. I looked towards where Zabuza was, and I ran and ran. But the one thing I didn't notice, that Zabuza had his sword. So I blindly rushed in. Zabuza wasn't in his best condition. But before I knew it, I felt sharp pain on the right side of me. Through my right leg, to my side, to my back leg. I roared in pain. The earth shook. The trees rustled. Leaves fell to the ground. The wind hollowed. That's perfect. I shook my head. I didn't know what hit me, or cut me to be more exact. I looked at what did it. It was Zabuza's sword. But Zabuza didn't have it in his hand now. He threw it at me. I felt the blood came out of my wounds, soaked my fur. The earth soaked up my blood. I saw black dots appearing in my vision. I know at this point I'm going to pass out. So I looked to where Zabuza was. He couldn't walk because of the broken hip. But Zabuza was crawling away. I shakily walked towards him, baring my teeth. I looked like a monster. Blood covered my face and my body, my tails in the air, also covered in blood. I growled low and deep. My blue eyes turned red. My tails, I can feel them grow and clack. The clack was different. It was louder. I got you, kid, I heard Akrama say. Thanks. Are you healing my wounds? Yeah, but it's a slow process. The cut is pretty deep. Now I'm in front of Zabuza, baring my teeth. I almost got him, I almost bit his neck, but some bonds flew out of nowhere, hitting Zabuza. Zabuza fell to the ground, dead. Or so I believed. Then a hunter ninja came out of nowhere. Then the whole entire interaction of, that happened. And also Kakashi's there with Naruto. Yeah, everything happens like that, but yeah. And let's see what time it is. Okay, good. Now, everyone gets home, alright? Kakashi and Naruto passed out, and now Sasuke and Sakura carried them home and patched them up. Okay, yeah. Now, we're gonna go back to Konoha. Kiba's POV. I was just in the forest, having an amazing time, swinging on and off branches, playing with Akamaru, and thinking about Naruto. Oh, I really miss him. But then we got a call from the third Hokage. We quickly rushed there and opened the door. I felt this type of dread in my stomach. My stomach turned and twist and felt like 1,000 pounds of iron in my stomach. It was hot. I was freaking out from the inside, but luckily I was able to keep it calm outside, so no one noticed. Was Kiba's team 8? Shoot, I forgot. What were team number, Kiba's on, the third Hokage said. Team, whoever number I don't know. Team 7 has been, Team 7. At the name of Team 7, my heart froze, my blood ran cold. Did something happen to Team 7? Did something happen to Naruto? I started to panic. My breath quickened. My heartbeat raced. No longer frozen, it beat quickly. The blood still ran cold. I froze. Their C rank mission has went to A rank mission. I want you guys to help them out. We quickly nodded. I ran home and packed as many things as I packed what I needed quickly. I ran out the door. I heard my mom yell, Why are you going so fast, Pop?" I didn't bother to respond. I know my mate is in danger. I know he is. I ran and ran till I was at the front gates. No one's there yet. I messed with my fingers and paced back and forth, just waiting and waiting for my team. 20 minutes later, everyone's there. Kiba-kun, why are you pacing back and forth? Just nervous. Can we please hurry up? I said. They looked at me strangely, like I grew 2 heads. Sure, Kiba, let's go. She said. Our team leader. Shoot, what got her name? Other team leader said. Can we run? They must be in danger right now, I said, while looking at her. Yeah, let's do that, she says. I knew she's worried. I never acted like this. But I don't care right now. I need to get to Naruto quickly. I felt the dread in my stomach grow. I ran and I ran. I followed the scent of Naruto. It was not fresh, it was old. And I barely could follow it somehow. Deep, deep down inside me, I know where Naruto is. I followed and followed. I smelled the blood. I smelled blood up ahead. It was not a lot, but there was Naruto's and 2 other people's blood. But the smell was old. So I just kept running. Kiba, wait up! Sorry, I can't! I yelled back at our team leader. I didn't bother to listen. I kept running faster and faster. Till we're at the water's edge. We need to take a boat. I couldn't. You guys might freak out, I said to them. They raised the eyebrow. I shifted into my lion form. It was twice the size of Naruto's. It was brown. Shit, why am I repeating that? Repeating that word. Okay, brown, and that's pretty much all. A brown. Oh, yeah. I shifted into my lion form. Everyone looked at me shocked. I know. I made a mind link with her. No time to look shocked. Get on my back now, I yelled at them. They nodded and hopped on my back. I ran in the water. I kept running. My powerful legs pushed me. Growled. Finally off the ground, but I didn't shift back. I smelled the ground. Kiba. No, not Kiba. Akuma jumped off my back and was helping me sniff for Naruto. He was here, but I smelled something of death, decay, and blood. I followed the scent until I came upon this little valley no, not a valley, but you know where Naruto threw Zabuza, and the force of throwing Zabuza broke the trees, so Kiba found that. I smelled the blood. I looked around and saw a small pool of blood. I know that's Naruto's. But I looked to where the destruction was. I ran in there, sniffing. Naruto's scent was stronger. This was recent. Strange, it only took us an hour to get here. I kept sniffing until I saw a giant pool of blood. This was big. It was big, probably 10 times bigger than that. The pool of blood back there. I saw another pool of blood. It wasn't Naruto's, but it was the mystery guy's blood. There's another one. But the scent ran back and sent him. Then I followed the scent. I kept following it. Kiba-kun. Oh, what's the blood? Not right now, Hinata. I need to find Naruto. try Naruto, I repeated over and over again. I kept running when I picked up the smell. After I was done, I was in a village of sorts, but I didn't care. The shocked and fear eyes glazing into my soul, I didn't focus on that. I kept walking, following the scent, until we came into a small house. At least, a small house. I shifted back into my human form. Thank the Lord had a backpack on. I pulled out my spare, I pulled out a cloak and wrapped it around myself and put on some underwear. I ran up to the house and knocked on the door. It opened up and I saw a young lady. Hello, she said nicely. You must be the backup, she says. I nodded. Do you know where Naruto is? I said. Yeah, he's up in the room resting. I pushed past her and ran up the stairs. I sniffed again, following the scent. It was on the far end. I smelled Kakashi's scent too, but Naruto was in there. I opened the door with a loud bang and saw Naruto lying there covered in bandages. I ran up to him. Naruto, are you okay? I yelled. But nothing. But I could tell he was breathing, so I relaxed my racing heart. Hey, Babaka, why are you doing yelling? The annoying pinkhead yelled at me. I'm worried about my mate. Thank you, said while glaring at her. I growled. What do you mean, mate, weirdo? She said while walking out the door. I rolled my eyes. This girl is more annoying than anything. I looked back down at Naruto, his sleeping face. He played with his hair, so soft. I laid right next to him. Naruto, please be okay, I said. And I fell asleep. And that will be the end of... Oh, shoot. This will be the end of the video. And I think I'll be starting a new what if. And you all know what is what if Deku was Catwoman? Yes. This is going to be really exciting. At least for me. Because there is only one video I have found of Naruto, not Naruto, Deku was Catwoman. And it's not completed. There's only 2 parts to it. And not completed. So I am going to take a roll on this one. So I'm gonna do it. See you guys later. This is Foxy going out. Bye. Have a nice day.